Only on these shows do you actually see people in jobs that are generally very docile and very welcoming come through with the nasty attitude and just covered in the crazy, if you will. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag in all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Married to Medicine LA. This is season 1, episode 7. And I'm talking about the intuitive, Miss Sahara. Miss Sahara, we start right back in where we left off. Miss Sahara is actually going through the girls. And again, I've never seen generally intuitives and psychics and people like that. They are very laid back. They're very zen. They are very centered in their spirit usually. Um, they're just in a peaceful place most of the time. Only Real Housewives, Married to Medicine, things of this nature where you see the psychics that just be, like I said, covered in the crazy and just going off. What was the other one that I think it was on New Jersey, Real Housewives of New Jersey. I think may have had one where they were, or was that Beverly? No, that was Beverly Hills, where they had the other psychic that was snapping out and cussing the girls out, carrying on. So, on the reality shows, you get the crazy psychics, and of course on American Horror Story, stuff like that. But Miss Sahara continued on. She started off with Imani, and everything went well with Imani because Imani was very open to what was going on, and she basically gave her enough information to, for it to actually go well. She actually got a little tear, and she did this little thing with these little things, put them on her bald head, and was banging them and making them vibrate. And at the time, Shanique and Britton and Jasmine sitting over there laughing. I said, y'all so shady. They sitting there laughing, so it didn't help. And I just added to Sahara's nasty nature. Then Shanique sits down in the chair and she starts saying, that she wanted to apologize to Asha, this, that, thing, and the other. And Sahara was looking at her real crazy. And then she said, you know what? No. She called her out and said, yeah, see, I'm sensing some double conversations from you and this, that. Now she was dead on with Shanique. Told her, and I don't think you're really sincere in your apology. And I said, oh Lord, here we go. And she was right. She was right with that, but it was crazy. And it did. Noelle said later on in the program that she didn't say anything to her about the girls before she brought her. And they said, well, it seemed like, and it did. It really did. But she called Miss Shanique out. I said, oh, and then told her, she said, you claim that you wanted to be really transparent, but you're not. You're not. And I think whatever it was you did and you said it to purposely hurt her. And karma is coming back. Karma's going to come back for you. I was like, okay, Miss Sahara. So I don't know. Because then later on in the program, did Miss Shanique start having problems with her husband? All through this episode, Shanique and Robert were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, all about her mommy guilt and her work. And he's telling her, he basically is like pushing her to let go of her job. And she's like, I ain't letting go of my job, man. Is you crazy? So they were going through that little thing. And she found herself crying in two different scenes. Shanique found herself crying. I said, was Miss Sahara right? Did karma come back and whip you with the stick a little bit? I don't know, because she always claims that her marriage is so tight and so, everything's so perfect. But her and Robert were really at it. Robert was being a jerk though. He was just really being a jerk, telling her just, he's steady talking about he's going to take on more responsibility at work, which is going to take him out of the house more, telling her to let go of some responsibility and bring her behind back to the house. Then, and all of that's fine. He said, in the beginning, I didn't make it. That's what she said. My job is what got you through school in the first place. My job is what supported us up to this point. Now you want me to let my job go? No, pal. And he's like, but I got you now. I don't blame her. I wouldn't get rid of my job either. But anyway, then the thing now with the kids, I didn't agree with this, because with their kids, he was saying, well, if I'm working all these hours and then the kids are asleep when I get home, then you think I'm supposed to go a whole week and don't see my kids until the weekend? Yeah, sometimes that happens, baby. Sometimes that happens, but you kind of short, so maybe you can't see that. You might have to do a pull up or stand up on something so you can see it. But that happens. And he's like, you could just, this schedule, you make it up, this sleep schedule, they could just get up. And they ain't got to go to bed until 10:30. Don't know little kids need to be up till no 10:30 at night to come in there and see your, boy, nobody's trying to see your ass at no 10:30 at night. My kids went to bed at 8 o'clock. Period. I don't give a shit what day it was. Christmas Eve. They were on schedule. 8 o'clock, bed. You 6, 7 years old, 8, 9 years old, ain't nothing for you after 8 o'clock. Even the television programming on television ain't even appropriate for you after 8 o'clock. Go to bed. And that was my schedule that I followed, 8 o'clock. But then that's how I was raised. When I was raised, I was going to bed at 8 o'clock, and I finally started being able to go to bed at 9 o'clock when I got in middle school. Okay? A schedule for children, they need a sleep schedule. They need it. 10:30 is not good time for little people to be roaming around. There is nothing going on at 10:30 that children that age need to be up for. And they definitely don't when they're going to school. 10:30? They had to get up in the morning at between 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning. Ain't no way they need to be up at no 10:30 at night. Man, you crazy. Child, I told her, she's sitting on there crying. I said, girl, cuss his ass out. Then he told her he going upstairs. I said, she better than me. Because if he went up there and woke anybody up, baby, I'd have whooped his little ass. Now that's it. He'd have been in there trying to wake them up, honey. I'd have been standing over top of his head, smacking him, honey, in the top of his damn head. Get out of here, Robert. The hell you giving? Anyway, moving on. So Imani, actually, she finally got everything together. She's going to let the stuff go with her dad, and she's going to focus in on her sister. And this was for the best. She contacted her sister on FaceTime, just as cute as she could be. They look just alike. Just alike. The sister looks like Imani with a little more weight on her and some hair. This is cute as she be. And I thought this scene, they almost took me out. They almost took me out. Child's ready to run up out of here. And I said, oh, y'all trying to get me, honey. Y'all trying to get me. But it was so nice. And she was saying, her sister, she was so open and it was very emotional. It was a great scene. It really was. It was great. It was great. It left me with a really good feeling. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And that's what the sister said. She said, it's so crazy that you could love someone like that you've never met. They've been talking for like 12 or 14 years, talking back and forth, but they've never actually FaceTimed or Skyped and never seen each other in person. And she said, it's crazy to love someone, that you've never seen. But again, when she started talking, she said she's always known she had her sister. And her father would tell her about her sister. And she said, he would tell me about you all the time and things about you when you were growing up. So yes, she has actually built she's built her own world around her image of her sister. So yeah, it made sense. And Imani was saying at first, when they were first talking, she was saying, she was feeling a little jealous because she didn't have that time with the father. But as they kept talking and the sister was going on, and you could see her being so that the jealousy just faded, and she just, I just think this is a wonderful thing, and I can't wait. I think in the next episode we're going to actually see them actually get to see each other in person, and I can't wait. I can't wait. I know it's going to take me out, child. It's going to take me out. I'll probably crying all over the place there. But I now this is the stuff that real good reality shows are made of. So this is nice. This is nice. The human, the human form and real human interaction in a good way. It's nice. It's really nice. Anyway, moving on. Because everything can't be windmilling in the street. You know what I mean? Something good got to happen sometime. Damn. So I like this. Anyway, Britain sits down with Shanique. And Shanique had this really pretty red dress on. And then in the back, her bra. I said, now I know good and well somebody on the set. Somebody could have told you your bra showing in the back. But you knew it when you put it on. People irritate me real bad with that. Come on, you got money. You got money, so there's no excuse. Buy a long line. You know they make long line bras? They make them where they go all the way down to your waist in the back, and it sits straight up, and you buy the good one, and it will actually hold you up. They make everything that you need to be correct. I can't stand seeing bras in the back. Anyway, moving on. So she was this was a cute scene too. Shanique was teaching Britain how to eat oysters. I was like, oh, ooh, it just looks so nasty. And she said, I can't just swallow. Can you chew it? I was like, oh girl, why would you even want to chew it? Why do you even want that in your mouth? And then they were on ice. That was the other thing. I was like, ooh, cold slimy fish. I don't no. I'd have threw up everything all over that table. It would have been disgusting. But anyway. Then Britain was explaining to her the proper way to actually give an apology. The proper and it's amazing to me how many people really don't know how to give an actual apology. And they don't realize, you see it more times than not. Well, I'm sorry I'm sorry if you felt that way. That ain't no apology, child. That's some bullshit. A mess. And but I don't believe in apologizing when I don't mean it. I ain't doing it. I don't care how you feel. No, I'm not apologizing. I meant every word. Now, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? And people say, that's mean. Why is that mean? Why is it mean for me to stand? Because that's all you're doing is standing in your truth. If you said it and you meant it, then it is what it is. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to make you feel better. I'm not doing it. I meant it, and I'm not taking it back. Now, we could go and move on forward possibly from it, but I ain't taking it back because it'll be a lie. When I said it, I meant it. And what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And if you get too cute, I'll say something else. So, and then after that, you know what comes next, don't you? Windmill, it just is what it is. Get on out of here, child. So y'all got me acting silly now. Anyway, moving on. So we see Noel and Gabby, and they were down to the Debbie Allen studio. I was like, I love it. I love it. Dance classes. I used to take dance when I was younger too. Dance classes are fun. They are fun. It really is. Dance class is fun. But they actually have that in common. I'm looking at her. I said, boy, you really do look like your mommy, Gabby. And we got to see things. Or I said, boy, we must be wrapping up. This is wrapping up. And it is. The season finale's next week. Things have actually gotten better at school for Gabby. I was happy to hear that. And even some of her scores, like her math, her test scores and things, have actually even gone up. So she's really settling in, just like her daddy said. Just like her dad said. So that was cool. That was cool too. Let's see what else happened. Then we got a conversation with Brittany and my girl Contessa. And she's telling her how she's like in the house crunch now. Mac is just not letting up. And Contessa was telling her, girl, you need to make it work because you're so much happier there in LA. Like, you didn't even vibe really with the people in Florida. You didn't have friends there. You were just spending time with the kids and you weren't happy. You know, she was telling her, like, I see happiness all around you and stuff when you're there. So you gotta get what you need to get done so you can stay. So that was pretty cool. It's always good to see Contessa. I like Contessa. Then Britain ended up giving the pool party, and her whole thing about the pool party was to bring everybody together, try to squash some of the beef. That's why I said, yeah, this is wrapping up. She had the pool party. Now Britain's party was just like her last party. Britain ain't for the bullshit, so her party went off without a hitch. Everybody got along. Everybody had a great time. You know, the girls, they were complimenting each other on their bodies and everything in their little swimsuits, and the water was too damn cold to get in and everything. They were having a good time. And Britain bought everybody dog tags and gave them little code names, and that was really, really cute. Um, yeah, that was really cute. They should have actually saved that scene for the finale. That would have been an excellent finale. It really would have. You know, when they do the flash of what's going on and what that would have been an excellent ending. But I don't know. I don't know what they have in store for us for next week, so I'll just hold that. But I think that party would have been an excellent um, ending. But anyway, that's all I have to say about that. It's great. I love the show. I really do like this show. Um, I love that it is different than Married to Medicine Atlanta. It's not, they haven't copied really. They haven't copied them. They literally have their own zhuzh. And it's good enough to stand on. Because I would definitely tune back in and be sitting around waiting for another season of the Married to Medicine LA Girls. I like them. I like them. You all let me know what you all think down in the comments. Are you all enjoying our LA Girls? Do you enjoy them as much as you do the Atlanta Girls? I do. I mean, well, you know, there's not so much of an angst as I do with the Atlanta. You know, they be having me windmilling out in the streets. When Atlanta's be running, baby, that mess, me and my folks, y'all, whoa, baby, y'all be after me, honey. I be windmilling the whole damn season like I'm a part of the damn show. So, but what a I enjoy every goddamn minute of it. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all next week. Later.